we gonna bring Barry into the conversation, and then we're gonna take a quick little ad break in about 10 minutes. But 8, 9 years old, that's when we started competing at 8.
You competed at 8. You should have your first sparring session at 4.
Had my first sparring session before I turned 5 years old.
Yeah.
It was the summer of me being 4.
Yeah.
We got that on video camera.
Yeah, we do.
I'm in pajamas.
Yeah.
The fair, that was like the tournament to go to, along with the silver
State
gloves.
Fair. Remember that, B?
Do I?
Remember that, Hal?
Yep.
Ohio State Fair that was it, man. That was it for us.
So was it 8 years old or 9 years old that we came across Coach Barry in the headbangers?
Let's see.
I'm gonna say 9.
I feel like it was 9.
It was 9, and Keon was 10 already.
Keon was 10. Keon fought Mark Davis.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, no, I'm sorry. Harold Parker fought Mark Davis. Silver gloves.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that was later. That was
later.
Yeah, but that was a rumble.
Yeah.
That was grown folks fighting right there, but they were little kids.
One of the things I've learned from you is I didn't like it when we were younger. You would always talk to the guys that we fought, whether we won or lost. You were always talking to the coaches of the people that we fought, and I feel like in retrospect now, looking at it, you were kind of like just trying to soak up some information, try to learn and grow. I don't know. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Oh, absolutely.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, because you took your first loss. You had won 20 amateur fights and hadn't lost to nobody.
Yeah.
And we rumbled with his guy, and I didn't know what the hell just happened to us.
Cincinnati, right?
No,
it was
in
the
Columbus
fair.
at the fair.
That was the fair?
Ohio State Fair.
Yeah.
Ohio State Fair.
Yeah.
Barry had some bad boys.
And him and Shawn was kind of shaped alike, you know?
Yeah.
And they were small, like two bookends.
Yeah.
And they went at it, man.
Yeah.
What do you remember from when you first met my dad?
The first time that, going back, you know, Kenny was Kenny, you know what I mean? And he wasn't talking a lot, you know, he was a serious cat. And you was just kind of like the same way. Wasn't a whole lot of talking, playing, running around. And little Kenny was there too, if I'm not mistaken.
He was there, but they were like soldiers. They used to walk
and
like soldiers.
And of course, you know, we would, you know, kind of running over with confidence too, you know. And when we met and we did our thing, and it was just, you know, just one of them things, you know, good fight, you know, see you next time. There was no communication, there was no talking, there's nothing. We all had a purpose. Mm-hmm. But I ended up running into Mike Stafford as well.
Yeah.
And, you know, coming from D.C., you know, we got a lot of fighters in the city, man, you know what I mean? And it's a war in the city, just getting out of your state, going to the regionals, you know.
I remember the team Umar.
Yeah, Team Umar, and they came afterwards, you know. And so we used to have these big duels, mostly down either at a place called Hillcrest, which burnt down. Mm-hmm. The last night we had the Golden Glove championships in there.
Truman Tuttle.
Yeah, Mr. Tuttle, God rest his soul. And Ray Leonard's gym. It wasn't Ray's, but it was Ray's in name. You know, it was the state's gym. Mm-hmm. And so we used to go at it. You know, and that team he's talking about, Umar, you know, we used to all go at it. Everybody's chanting. They got the uniforms on. It was big fun, you know. But going back, you know, Kenny and I, you know, had you, Keon, doing your thing. Never had a kid that fought against Kenny. But Mark Davis, that we spoke about earlier.
That was about a year later when we fought.
Yeah.
I had Mark down there for the Nationals.
Silver Gloves, Nationals. You guys were there. You know, Andre Ward was a kid. Birdo, you know, there's all these guys you're seeing on TV
Bradley
now.
Was there.
That's going out. Bradley. I talked to Tim last night, and Tim in a lot of tournaments, I used to see Tim get a bad decision a lot of times. You know, a lot of those fights that I thought he won. Yeah. But going back, that is my earlier memory of you guys. And then Kenny and I, of course, once we all made the U.S. team, traveling, international, domestic, we've been roommates. We, you know, fought against international teams together the whole nine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as well as Hal.